Hi, good morning. Welcome everyone to the Chocolate Farm Tour. My name is Kauai. This is Angela. We're your tour guides today, and we're gonna walk around the orchard, sample different exotic fruits, and then we're gonna sit down for our chocolate tasting. So here we are with our cacao trees. And does anyone know the scientific name for this tree? Yeah?
Theobroma cacao.
Theobroma cacao. It's correct. This is the scientific name for cacao trees. In short, we just call them cacao trees. And did you know what Theobroma cacao means?
Food of the gods.
Yeah, food of the gods. Very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to suck the white fruit off of the bean because the white's a tropical fruit. Boop. Yeah, a little slimy. So here we are. We're under a big full-grown cacao tree. This one is a hybrid, which they call them Trinitarios because they were originally hybridized on the island of Trinidad. I mean, look at the size of the pods. Wow. And it's got some scrape marks on there. So you scrape it to see, is it ripe? Yeah, it's definitely ripe. It's got the orange. Yeah, the yellow. So we're going to scrape this one. It's green. So it's not ripe. Yeah, the tree has kind of done its thing. If you look up, you'll see hundreds of pods up there. Who would have thought this turns into a chocolate bar? And it took thousands and thousands of years in many different cultures. All right, so let's open this one up and taste the beans.
Yum. Wow.
Here we go.
Oh, the inside's bright purple.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alrighty. So here we are at our chocolate tasting. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good? Survived the trek through the jungle. Yeah. 2 bowls of beans. These have been fermented, dried, and roasted. So now they're safe to eat. And they're gonna start looking and tasting a lot more like chocolate. And so that's 1,000 years of selective breeding done by Mesoamerican peoples was to get this. Because they wanted it to be more nutty and not as bitter and easier to eat and quicker to process. And then this is more the commercial variety, where it's more vigorous to disease, has a more robust flavor, so you can add more sugar. And we got a lot of samples on each chocolate tasting. We go at least 20 samples, if not more than 20 samples. So what we do is we'll eat a bunch of chocolate, then we break and we make a hot chocolate, our little halftime show, and then we sit down and eat more chocolate. So everyone at the chocolate tasting has at least 2 ounces, if not more than 2 ounces. We added up all the little pieces together. So that's definitely a daily dose, 2 ounces. So the next one is macadamia nuts and toasted shredded coconut.
This one's very earthy. Has a really robust, earthy flavor. Creamy. Now it's turning more chocolatey. Like a ripe fruit. Almost like a fig. It's fantastic. What kind is this one?
This one we call Helen's Dark Bean, from the farmer Helen Ferris. And it's a really unique flavor profile. It's really dark, really robust. It would go great with a real deep red wine.
It does have more of like a current flavor now.
Yeah, like a plum
or
blackberry. Like,
the longer you suck on it, the more fruity taste it gets out.
And the finish will just last for like 10-15 minutes in the mouth. And you can taste the roast to it. A little caramel, a little toffee.
Now I have some caramel.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome.
All right, so our next sample to go around is bacon. A lot of people have been asking for it, so here it is. Sweet. Bacon chocolate. We took the bacon, chopped it up in little pieces, put it in the bar mold, poured the chocolate on top, and there you go. Bacon chocolate. There's not little pieces of bacon, it's big chunks of bacon in there.
Alrighty, so what we have here is an assortment of different truffles with different toppings. There's banana, pecans, almonds, citrus, coffee, coconut, bee pollen, and some white chocolate drizzle on top.
Yeah, so this is the heirloom bean, this is that white bean,
more rare.
And it's single varietal, meaning that there's no other varieties in it. It's just that one type. So you can see the color of it's a light brown. That's because it's coming from that white bean. And this is the rarest chocolate in the world. It doesn't mean it's going to be the best or your favorite, but it's the rarest and most expensive just because not many people are growing it anymore. And it could.
And then Koa, how did you get into chocolate?
Oh, you really want to know?
No.
Of course. I was doing the farmers markets on Kauai, just bringing all kind of exotic fruits to the market, and I'd planted a lot of different fruit orchards, doing landscaping all around the island, and I was really into gardening, growing new foods, and I was always really curious, like how you turn that into a chocolate bar, but not curious enough to like make chocolate myself. And then I started asking around the island, does anyone make chocolate from the pods? And it was no. I was like being a detective. Oh, so-and-so is growing chocolate down the street. So I'd go talk to them. Do you know how to make chocolate? Have you ever made chocolate? And no. And so I'd bring the pods to the farmer's market and have them on the table. And everyone was like, what's that? And I'm like, well, it's a cacao pod. Well, what's that? Oh, you make chocolate from it. So after a while of that, I was like, I really should make chocolate from this just to see how it's done, to satisfy my own curiosity. And so it took about a year to put all those steps into place. The fermentation was the hardest. And then after about a year of getting the equipment and fermenting, the first couple of batches were just horrible. And then, but a year, it all came together. So the fermentation, the roasting, the grinding, it all fell into place. And then the batch came out. It was just amazing. And I'd never even been a big chocolate fan. It was like chocolate, so-so. And then when you first taste really good quality chocolate, kind of makes you believe. You're like, wow, this is incredible. And everyone was really supportive about, oh yeah, you should do this. You're the only one on Kauai who's making chocolate. Keep doing it. So it was kind of just this little hobby that turned into a business. Mahalo for joining us today. This is Garden Island Chocolate and the Chocolate Farm Tour. And as always, have a nice day. Aloha. Aloha.